welcome to the Games and Kings podcast. It's me, Veitsknight. I'm joined together today by my friends Leaf and Dennis.
Hello.
Hi guys.
So this is our first episode. If that's not a milestone, I don't know what is. So what have you been playing lately? Let's start with, I guess, Leaf.
Actually, I'm reviewing One Piece World Seeker, but I haven't really played that much. I think I'm only like 1 to 2 hours into the game. So far the game is a little boring. I don't know. The sound is just not really making me want to play the game because there's no sound.
Oh, really?
Well, there's sound. It's like it's just not as involved when you're just roaming around the world.
So it's more like just ambient music.
Well, no, there's like no music when there's no enemies, and then yeah, I don't know. It's not. It's too boring.
It's out naman, diba? Supposedly.
Yeah, it is. It is. It
So
was.
basically hitting people without like soundtracks. You can
Yeah.
hear them hitting people.
Well, when you hit people, it's there's sound. The background music comes alive, but then when you're just roaming around the world, there's nothing.
Oh yeah, it's open world naman, diba? Is this the first open world One Piece game ba?
I think so, but I haven't really played the other One Piece games. But yes, this is an open world game, and I think it's based on the Sky Pirates.
Are you at least familiar with the One Piece world?
Yes, but I'm not that far into the story. I've only like probably when they were going to that Sky Pillar place thing. I don't I forgot. It was a long time ago.
Okay.
Yeah, but I know the characters. So yeah.
I know
Uh,
of a character that's all. The main pirate, Luffy, I guess.
yeah.
And then
I
I
know
know there's a
Chopper.
reindeer.
That's Chopper.
Okay.
Yeah. And also I just bought the bundle for Life is Strange 2, so I'm playing episode 2 as well.
How many episodes are out right now? Is it all of them?
I think it's still just two
Two?
episodes, the first one and the second one, yeah.
Mhm.
So I'm just playing the second episode. And there are 5 in total, so
Did so I remember there was a free like chapter the about the kid that was supposed to be a prequel to Life is Strange 2. How does it tie into the game?
they show up in episode 2.
Okay.
So yeah.
Is it the superhero kid, right?
Yeah, Captain Awesome. And I think his name is Chris. So I already met him in the second episode, so I think they will probably interact, but I haven't gone that far yet into the game. But it seems like they're gonna cross paths with the brothers.
Mm. How about
But
you?
yeah, I think that's it.
That's it? Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Chicken wants to say something.
He
Uh,
played probably with the children. I don't know.
How about you, Dennis? What have you been playing lately?
So I just finished Devil May Cry. I didn't know I was like in the harder difficulty until like mid game. So I was like, let's continue on. So my hands on my controller like were really strained.
Diba?
Uh, it's just like this normal guy is not yet going down.
Are you the type of guy that goes for S ranks? Or wait, triple S ranks?
I try.
I-
Did you?
I did.
A few
Um,
times.
yeah, a few times, especially with V and Dante. I'm not very much on Nero.
Nero.
Nero, Nero, the case like for me, he was the weakest guy.
Um, really?
For me, yeah,
Okay.
because Um, the Devil Trigger. I mean the Devil Busters. I hate the Devil Busters. Like you can't swap them, and the only way to swap them is to break one,
Yeah,
and
because
you have like
that's how
limited.
I think he's designed. So you have to use them constantly so to get to make it more flashy, I guess. So you were conservative with the devil triggers, devil breakers.
Yeah, actually, for my gameplay style, one set of Devil Triggers are just the same. The default one.
Do you get more Devil Trigger or Devil Buster items later in the game, or like have more slots for Devil Busters, or because I've only played like two chapters and I only saw like you could carry up to three Devil Busters.
You get like up to seven slots. That's in the customization thing.
Okay.
So you have to buy those slots.
Yeah,
And hmm,
it does limit him. I don't know.
yeah, I'm now playing on a higher difficulty. I've unlocked the higher difficulty, and you still start from the normal Devil Trigger,
Okay.
the Neville Buster. And I finished the game. Nero had the Devil Trigger, but you can't use them in the new game.
New game plus.
So yeah, I accidentally tried to use it and lost an arm.
Since you finished the game, was there ever a point in and playing it at a higher difficulty as well? Was there ever a point in the game where you wanted to partake in the microtransactions?
No, that no, not actually no. Um, I'm the kind of guy like one specific combo, so I unlock specific abilities that I use, not everything.
Mm.
Also, in the case of Dante, I don't use all his weapons.
Did you use?
His new sword. It's actually the combination of the rebellion and the sword of Sparta, Devil Sword Sparta, and they call it Devil Sword Dante. And
Outside its main weapon, what were your favorite weapons? I know the nunchucks, which I really love from Devil May Cry 3, are back. I saw the motorcycle, and I don't know if the scarf was a weapon or not.
yeah, the scarf and the hat were a weapon. It's like you use up your orbs, the red orbs that you collect. It's like Dante will go like finger gun mode.
Oh, okay. Pew pew.
Yes, finger gun mode. And for the motorcycle, I'm not using it that often. I was really excited for the nunchucks, although you only use them in one level. After that, it's the final boss.
What? No.
Oh,
That's Leaf. Kaya? How do you feel now, Leaf?
I don't know. I mean, I'm not that. I haven't really followed Devil May Cry since the beginning. I've only played like Devil May Cry 3 so far. So
So I
eh,
actually have a picture out in the internet somewhere where I have like the Devil May Cry 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the DMC plus two posters. But I never played Devil May Cry 2. Like I played like the first level, I didn't like it. I stopped.
oh yeah, I did play Devil May Cry the reboot, but that was different. So
I like that, but to be honest.
Yeah, I never finished that reboot. Um, four also I didn't finish. One, two, three I did finish.
yeah, I
Oh,
only completed 3 and the Devil May Cry reboot.
Unlike three, the nunchucks were unlocked in the beginning.
mhm.
Yeah.
So as for me, is that all you've been playing this past week?
No. Besides Devil May Cry, I actually went back to Siege. Since I've been doing a lot of upgrading my PC and things.
Mm-hmm.
So going back to Siege, it was good except for the update. Remember that when we tried to play after
Oh
the
yeah,
update?
but shortly after that, I think the day after I tried it again and it was fine. Um, I've been playing Siege almost every other day since then. And outside of Siege, I tried the free Dissidia game,
Oh, the
and
NT.
I have feelings, strong feelings.
So how was it?
So before I get into how the game was, let me explain what Dissidia is. Dissidia is a fighting game, arena fighter that has all Final Fantasy characters. It was an exclusive on PSP, and it was a mix of the fighting aspect of the game and an RPG. You had money, you farm for money, you got items, equipment, accessories, you had summons and skills and all that stuff. Now, imagine that being on consoles, the graphics, the amount of horsepower you have, you would think that the console version would be an upgrade. No, no, they took out everything, and I'm not even talking about just the free edition. I'm talking about the game itself. So the customizability of the skills are gone. There are no equipable items. So I don't know how scaling works because when you start off, you're a low character with low equipment, and then you get better items over time and get stronger. I don't. It's not present in the game. I think it is like that because it was supposed to be an arcade game. It was a part of an arcade game in Japan, and one of the things that I really don't like, they one of the changes I really don't like is that they made it a 3v3 instead of a 1v1. They didn't even include a 1v1 option. It's default 3v3. Now, a lot of the combat in Dissidia is relies on blocking and dodging because moves are telegraphed. So you can either block and then counter or dodge and counter to get the upper hand really easily. Um, all that goes through the window when you're doing a 1v1 battle and then someone blindsides you at the side. I don't know. A lot. I'm still trying to find a way to love it because it is fun, but it is just not the game I want it to be. And I tried to convince myself that this is supposed to be played as a multiplayer experience 3v3, so I went online and nothing. Like I was stuck on queue for 15 minutes.
So is Noctis already in this one or what?
He is, but he's a DLC character, which means also the free edition has like 5 characters rotating out every week. The first set of characters is actually very good. You have Cloud Strife, which is a fan favorite. Ace from Type Zero, the card guy.
Mm.
Oh, okay.
Lightning, which is also one of the fan favorites. I know Leaf, you kind of like Lightning as well.
How is Lightning a fan favorite though? I don't really get it.
Lightning was
Uh,
very big in Japan.
yeah, I think it was like a strong female lead, something like that.
Yeah, that one too.
Uh,
And
okay.
then he also has Golbez as their villain. So you have a good set of characters there, like your strong lead, a support character, strong female lead, and then a very powerful villain. So you could have a pick of the litter. But when you play offline, you need 2 other teammates. They're not restricted to the rotation, so I could play as Ace and then have Noctis back me up.
Mm.
The game also, so the problem with Dissidia before was that the mages were so powerful, like they could deal a lot of damage from a distance. Now with the 3v3, the area, the arena becomes so chaotic. It's annoying.
Do you get to pick the battle locations or is it random?
There is, you can pick, but I'm not sure if I have access to all of them because I can see like 6 every time. And what they also remove is the ability to pick the battle music. Because I always go with One Winged Angel whenever I went into a Dissidia game. It's now random.
I always
Oh, okay.
pick like Squall's song.
12. Alright.
Eyes on me.
You know, the thing that goes like maybe I'm a lion.
Oh, okay.
So outside that, we played Siege and Apex a little bit. Leaf. Apex na Leaf.
I haven't installed the game, so I don't know.
Yeah.
I'll try.
Sige. So that
Yeah. Speaking of Apex,
okay.
uh, since launch, I've heard that Respawn banned over not just the 16,000 before, 355,000 from cheaters.
Oh, that amazing.
Oh, they banned the cheaters or what? They
355,000 accounts.
wow.
Well, they can ban all the people they like. It's a free game. They'll just create another account. Honestly,
Yeah, unless they ban like
the
their
IP.
IP or something. Yeah.
Luoy
Yeah, I
ang
know VPNs.
luoy ang dynamic pod. What
Yeah,
else?
the only thing that will discourage cheating is they buy the cheat.
Huh?
They don't buy the game, they buy the cheat.
Oh, that one. Okay, that's true.
Yeah.
So, si Giip ba, Leaf? I think
Yep.
nakakuyog ming Dennis ano siya. So, he's very good at Apex. I actually saw some of his videos and I thought he was playing a controller cause mo lock ang
Autolock.
iyahang cursor. But apparently just very good.
Who sige?
Oo,
Yeah, he's very. I think he's very good with FPS
FPS.
games.
So, let's move on to news.
Yeah, go ahead.
Guys, this is a little bit old now, but I still want to talk about it. So there's plans. I'm not sure if na-confirm na ba of Xbox releasing a all digital console. What do you guys think about it?
All digital. Like
Yep.
no CD port.
Mhm.
Um I think those are signs that the Xbox are dying.
How so?
Because all digital, what will happen to the CDs they launch?
Kana pod. Leaf.
Yeah, I think that in a perfect world, a CD-less console would work if like we had like everyone has access to fiber. But I mean, in the Philippines, like no one would really bother buying a console where they can use a CD because it's just not
Yeah,
it's just not gonna work here as of now.
yeah. I
So
remember my Devil May Cry CDs.
So I actually have an opposite reaction. I thought it was a great move on their part, especially since they have the Xbox Play Anywhere program. Have you guys heard about this?
Yeah.
It's the one
Yeah.
where if you own the digital game, you can actually play it on Xbox and PC. Or if you buy it on PC, you can also play it on Xbox.
Hmm.
So I don't know. While it still favors the PC heavily for me, it's at least something that it's like two of the things they're pushing is towards the same goal. So but there are a lot of people that have gone all digital naman po. Like for us, for instance, our PC is mostly all digital except for Dennis, who bought CDs for Devil May Cry 5.
Which, to be fair, I never used at once. My new case doesn't fit the DVD ROM.
My PC has had a broken CD-ROM for the better part of 10 years. So I haven't had a CD on it since I think I borrowed yours to install Windows.
Yeah, but I mean, a digital console wouldn't be backwards compatible though, right?
It might. I'm not sure if it's gonna be backwards compatible because the Xbox backwards compatibility is reliant on disk manpod.
Yeah, I mean that's it. You can't
Yeah,
use your
unless
old
they
disc.
virtualize the old games.
But it
Yeah,
should cheapen the price of the system, diba? So it's like the Xbox One S not cheaper, which is like the PS4 Pro. It's kind of expensive right now.
I mean it's probably good if you're just starting on Xbox, but
Yeah,
if you already have a console, like why bother buying that then?
kinda. That's
It's
true.
like, and most people already have it, so I'm not sure why
Yeah,
people would buy it.
it's for the kids.
Oh,
So speaking of old games, um, Microsoft is releasing katong Halo Master Chief's collection with let's say Combat Evolved Anniversary, Halo 2, Halo 3, ODST, Halo Reach, Halo 4. But no Halo 5.
of course, Halo
That's
5
for
is
both.
new.
Yeah, but that's both for Xbox and PC.
PC.
Do you think that goes against the Play Anywhere thing?
I'm not sure that the Halo 5 is a play anywhere title, so it's very specific titles that they consider play anywhere. It's not all of them. I haven't confirmed yet if Halo 5 was a play anywhere title, but that's great news for PC players, because they haven't played. I think the only Halo that got onto PC was Halo 1. No one played Halo 2, which was the best. And I'm not sure about
I
you.
did.
You did?
I did. Yeah, I did on Vista. Have you tried playing Halo on Vista?
Wait, it was on PC? Why did
Yeah.
I? Where? Halo 2 PC. It was? Oh, it was. It was Gears of War 2 that was not on PC. MOBA? Gears of War. So as you all know, I'm very PlayStation centric. I'm not gonna be the person to talk to when it comes to Xbox. I'm not. My facts won't be accurate.
Yeah, and one more thing, Halo 5 was released like 5 or 3 years ago.
But it's still an Xbox One exclusive.
Yeah.
Leaf, as another PlayStation, as another member of the PlayStation Nation, what do you have to say about Xbox and Halo?
Not interested. I don't know. I haven't really been interested with whatever Xbox has. Probably the only thing that really got my interest in Xbox was the what do you call that?
Scalebound.
Fable. No, Fable.
Oh, Fable. Fable is also on PC.
Yeah, I know it's already on PC. I already bought it on PC as well. But yeah, that was the only thing that like I felt was good about Xbox. And maybe right now the Ori and the Blind Forest.
Is it on Xbox only?
Xbox and PC.
Okay,
Ah,
the
yeah.
part two.
I was thinking,
Yeah, part two is still. I think it's still in development. I'm waiting on it, but I don't know. There's no new news about it. I think.
Uh,
yeah, just for me, I like Xbox because a lot of nostalgia with the split screen.
Speaking of split screen, the people who made Left 4 Dead announced a new game, Back for Blood. It's not.
Is there like any? Yeah, what news did come out of that? Like, did they describe the game or whatever? I don't know.
So it is gonna be competitive shooter. There is PvP mechanics and a story mode. They're investing a lot. They're very excited in working with this type of game now, and then I think they're expanding their offices. They're hiring a lot of people to get this right. So far it's just there's not a lot of details in on it, but I think they really need a win after what happened to Evolve.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, speaking of zombies, have you heard of the new Devil May Cry? Sorry, the the Walking Dead game that was canceled.
There was a cancelled Walking Dead game, or did you mean the Overkill Walking Dead game?
Yeah, it was canceled.
Oh,
Why?
Yeah, apparently it did not meet the producer's standards, so they just
Who's the
went out and canceled it.
who's the publisher?
And Starfield Games. I had it on one of my videos about news.
I haven't been ever since that
Starbound. Yeah,
Skybound.
Skybound Entertainment. Yeah, sorry.
oh, okay. Oh, that one. Yeah. What? Oh,
Are
that's
they the ones
sad.
handling the Telltale ba Leaf?
Yeah, they're the ones handling the
Okay.
rest of the Walking Dead Telltale game.
So the only Walking Dead games that I've been interested in playing were the Telltale games. Cause I don't know, I'm not really into zombies. I mean, the zombie genre bores me. It needs to be something very interesting that gets me into it, like what not Left 4 Dead, Last of Us did.
Yeah.
So that's why whenever someone's talking about zombies, I kind of skip over it, which is also why I'm skipping over Days Gone until I
What?
hear something else.
Why would you skip Days Gone? It's like one of the biggest anticipated games coming out.
Really?
Well, I think so.
Yeah,
So I don't know.
anticipation doesn't mean like the best game
No, no,
ever.
no. I'm not even dissing quality yet because I know it's gonna be one of the top games. It's just that I'm not seeing a lot of hype for it. The only one I know who's hyped for it is you, Lee.
What? Because I see it on my newsfeed like a lot.
Ba? We don't have the same friends.
We don't have the same newsfeed. You mean?
Cause the people I talk to about games are not. I don't know. They're kind of done with the zombies manpod. So same as me. So I don't know.
Well, I do think like Days Gone is gonna be one of those games that will be interesting. Because it's probably like one of the first few open world
Zombie
zombie
game.
games that I
Uh,
know. And to think that like when you're just walking around and then a horde of zombies like comes in your path, it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be exciting or interesting at
Sure.
least.
so the way I feel about Days Gone is the same way how I felt about Captain Marvel. Like it's as standalone, it should be great. On paper, it should be great. It might be, but when you compare it to um, everything that the studio itself for Captain Marvel, let's say the rest of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, it just does not stand out. With Days Gone, like you have the Uncharted series, Last of Us, and all the great things that Sony has ever did, and I'm not sure if that's a title that might stand out for me. It might be good. It could be great, but I'm not sure if it's doing anything different that's getting me interested. I'm not saying that I'm not gonna play it, but I'm gonna wait on reviews.
Oh, by the way, you wanted to play State of Decay 2. What happened to that?
Oh, I don't have money. I'm looking. So there's a 4 player pack. I've been looking for 4 players to do quarter C's. Half, how do you half C's times two? I guess. But the fact that it's a Windows 10 specific game hasn't really helped me looking for the people to play with. And with I don't know, I'm also kind of done with survival games as well. It's too much upkeep.
I did get to play State of Decay too, but Yeah, I mean, after like the first few times that you've already played the game, it becomes really, I don't know. For me, it's boring after a while. Like
Hmm.
once you've done and ticked off like a few of the bucket list that you have for the game, it's like yeah,
Hmm.
well, it's fun at the beginning. It was interesting. It's interesting to have a community that actually has their own have their own emotions, and then they can just do whatever they want.
Yeah.
But
Uh,
yeah,
let's see. Has anyone heard? Has anyone paid close attention to what Google is doing right now?
weren't they gonna release a new console?
They patented a controller. I'm not sure if they're gonna do a console just yet. One of the things they did early this year was that they had an event where people were invited to play um, Assassin's Creed Odyssey on Chrome, the
Hmm.
browser. And based on the initial reactions, it's good. They're also hosting a convention, like some kind of panel where I forgot who's gonna be there. Amy Hennig, not Amy, Amy Hennig, Jade Raymond, a couple of people that are big in the industry, gaming industry specifically, and they're gonna talk about the Google gaming stuff. So, I read that it might be one of two things. It's either the Netflix of games where people just stream the game to the computer, which need a lot of upload, or it's gonna be a console. So what do you guys think?
Um, Chrome streaming service all the way. Yeah, but I think you gotta need a lot of RAM.
Well, of
Yeah, I
course.
think so too. Well, I mean, it's gonna be interesting, I guess. If they could like, if they could get their Play Store games be able to play that you can play them on the Chrome, that would be interesting. But who knows? Who knows what they're gonna do with it?
Because there is a streaming service that we actually have access to. Leaf. It's called PlayStation Now. But every time at least every time I tried to install it, it said that my network can't support it. So I'm not sure if.
Are you on fiber right now or what?
No, I know you are.
Yeah, maybe I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try
You
that.
can
Maybe
try it
that.
out. But the good thing is they actually they've changed the way the service works as well. Instead of only offering streaming, they also have the install the game, download the game, and then play it. So it's like a rent.
Yeah, so it's really kind of like Netflix right now. Then
A
Well,
little
well,
bit.
if Google had that.
Uh-huh. But to think, everything's running on browser where you're not even needing a lot of hardware for that. So everything's gonna be cloud computed, emulated, I guess. That's a very interesting feature to look forward to.
yeah, if you're on fiber, I'm sure it's gonna be good. I don't
Ah,
know.
alahati kuan. Panungog.
Keep on saying fiber, dude.
Oh, then it is now. Wait, you're upgrading to 50 Mbps soon,
No,
right?
it's not available in my area.
Ah! Leaf, can we all move into your house? We will pay rent.
I don't have enough rooms here, so I don't know.
We don't need room. We only need
You
a
don't
place
need a
to put our
room.
table and our chairs,
You can
and we're
squat
good.
outside, I guess.
Well, I saw the No Man's Sky Beyond announcement. I didn't read a lot into it, but Leaf is the one who likes No Man's Sky here. Have you played it recently?
No, I don't. I don't have. I haven't played it, but I do know that if you play the current No Man's Sky multiplayer, you need PS Plus. So I haven't really gotten into getting back into it. But when I played it, it was still that barren land that it was before.
Oh, okay. Because apparently they did a lot of updates, so
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
working so hard on it. This is the No Man's Sky Beyond is a three-part update. The first part is to improve on online multiplayer, I guess.
Yeah,
Um,
I did hear good feedback about Beyond that it's much more livelier and it's more fun. Well, I mean it's obviously gonna be more fun playing with someone than just roaming around a planet for an hour trying to search for something.
Remember when we had Heidi review the game? She complained.
Yeah,
Like the whole time.
Uh-huh.
because
What?
it's just I don't know, it's just unrealistic. Well, it's realistic enough that you're roaming and it tells you that you will reach that place at 40 minutes and it will really take 40 minutes to get there. I mean, it's just not fun.
Maupod.
Sounds
It's
like
like
it should be on a mobile phone.
yeah.
Oh yeah, it does. Um, what else? Borderlands 3 is maybe happening, and
Maybe.
it might be announced on 26th of March. 26th, ba? Let's see, 2026. Eh, 23 of 20 plus of March. Cause the Twitter the Gearbox official Twitter has been teasing a lot of things. They did desert landscapes. Kind of looks like it's cel shaded with an announcement date. So a lot of people are thinking that it's gonna be Borderlands 3. I know Borderlands 3 is close to my heart. Do any of you have any of you ever liked playing the Borderlands games?
The only time I played Borderlands was the time I was there.
Oh, the one in the PS4.
Yeah, I was like debating if I should buy it or something.
How about you, Leaf?
I've only played probably Borderlands 2 and the Borderlands pre-sequel, but I haven't finished either of them. It was fun. I liked it. I like the silliness of it, and
What were your
I
characters?
hmm I forgot.
Ah,
I'm not that into the game, but it was fun.
so Borderlands 2 actually had a character which I knew immediately that I would pick him. It was
The Gunzerker,
the Gunzerker, yes. And why did I pick him, Leaf?
because it looked like you.
Yes. Well, he looked like a very strong version. He was very short and had a lot of beard, and I like this is me. This is so me. And then it's very fun because the first person view is in perspective, so every other character is taller than you. Some of the smaller monsters are taller than you, so it's just fun being short in a world like that. But I know if you do like one Borderlands game, but it's not the one from Gearbox.
Yeah, the Telltale game one,
Yes.
which is sad that there we will probably won't see a sequel to that.
Ah, I know.
yeah,
So,
Skybound.
the Dragon's Dogma anime announcement. Before we get into it, did any of you ever play Dragon's Dogma?
For 5 minutes.
Why? Why just 5 minutes?
I was testing a game,
Do you own it? Do
and
you
it
have it?
wasn't my game. No, no, I did not own it. If
Okay.
I did, I would still be playing it.
Leaf, did you play it?
I played it in on the PS3,
PS3.
and yeah, I've completed it like two times probably. I like the game. Uh,
I hope I didn't read the details of the announcement, but I do hope it's the same people who did the Castlevania anime. If it's
Hmm.
half as good as that one was, then it's gonna be great.
No, I hope so. I hope it's gonna be great.
Actually,
Yeah.
I have it on Facebook. Let me see if there's any details on it. Um, it's
So,
gonna be
speaking of Dragon's Dogma, isn't it like a good year for Capcom?
yes, so much so. Capcom has been on a roll actually since last year. I think they stumbled a little bit with I forgot what that with Street Fighter Five fiasco, but every release since Monster Hunter World has been great for them.
Do you count like Biohazard? No.
Yeah. Oh wait, even so, yeah, Biohazard Five, Resident Evil Five. Then they did Monster Hunter World. Then they did the Resident Evil uh
I think it was 7, not 5.
Seven. Sorry,
Yeah, seven was good.
Seven
I
was
liked
good.
it.
And then Devil May
RE2
Cry.
remake was also good.
Yeah, it's very interesting to see a Japanese company adapt to the new world. I mean, listening to feedback because that's one of the things that a lot of old companies, especially in Japan, have problems with. They're so stuck in the old ways that they sometimes get left behind when it comes to innovation. It's good to see that they're willing to do um, to change what their initial goal was. Because remember, RE was really heading towards action centric gameplay. Even the movies, the tie-ins they had, not just the live action, but as well also the CG, were very into action.
Mm.
And someone somewhere said, "Hey, we need to go back," and then luckily the higher ups agreed.
Well, speaking of RE, they're also gonna be making a series of it on Netflix.
Oh yeah, they're gonna do that as well. I saw when I first saw the poster, I thought it was someone who made it on Photoshop. I didn't know it was gonna be a thing
Yeah,
until
well, it was legit.
So, does it look like a Photoshop photo?
I for some reason it reminded me so much of Haunting on Hill House that I thought it was just the house on Hill House, and then that was photoshopped into an RE logo.
Yeah, that's what I thought at first, but then, yeah, it seemed pretty legit.
So when I'm trying to search for the studio that's gonna do Dragon's Dogma, I keep arriving at a page for exercise. So I don't know. It's something called Sublimation Incorporated.
Oh, what's that?
Sublimation.
So, hmm,
Mm,
Sublimation. So, speaking of remakes, what favorite Capcom game do you want remade?
Three was always my favorite, not because of how Jill looked. Well, partly because of how Jill looked, but that's the game I spent most of my childhood on.
Yeah, I have kind of three games on my list. One is Onimusha, then
They're
Dino
releasing
Crisis.
a remastered for Onimusha.
Yeah, a remastered. I want a remake.
Okay, Onimusha. What else?
Yeah, Dino Crisis, the first one, like what they did with Resident Evil, and the last one is I want a new game for Strider.
There is a new game for
They,
Strider. It
which
was
is
early 2010s. Side scrolling. It was okay. Mark of the
yeah,
Ninja was always better. But Mark of the Ninja is a different kind of game.
yeah. But Strider was always one of those Metroidvania styles.
Hmm. Maupod, yeah. Speaking of Metroidvania, there is plans on releasing the Castlevania Legacy collection.
Please don't include the fighting game.
I hope not. I would love if they didn't include any of the 3D games at all. So
Like Lords of Shadow. Where's the castle?
so the Dragon Dogma announcement actually reminded me of one of my favorite moments that happened to me in Dragon Dogma, and it got me thinking of what other multiplayer experiences was memorable to say the least. So that's why I asked you guys to prepare examples of your worst multiplayer encounter on games. So I'll start off with mine. So so the first one is a little bit cheating because it's not direct multiplayer. It's from Dragon's Dogma. So Dragon's Dogma, you create your character and then you create a pawn, which is your partner for life, so to speak. And then you hire two other pawns to complete your four-man party. Now the hires can be pawns that the game already has, or pawns of your friends. Now in Dragon's Dogma in PS3, I was already like three fourths into it. Then they announced the expansion, Dragon's Dogma Dark Arisen. And at that point, my character no longer looked like me. I was fatter. I grew a beard. I did not want to move like a warrior anymore. So I decided, hey, let's just start over. Make the character fat, bearded, and a little bit with a shaved head, and make him a wizard because I got very lazy. What happened was, um, when I decided to hire my pawns, I wanted to speed things up, so I hired the pawns of my friends who were already very high level, which worked out very okay for me until I got to that dragon in the clearing. I'm not sure, Leaf, if you remember this. He was not the main big bad. He was just a dragon that respawns. It was
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it was a fun fight, and I defeated him at a lower level before. So I thought, hey, I'm a little bit stronger now. Plus, I had the two other people with me who are like end game level shit. So I decided to attack it.
Mm.
So the dragon, so the life bar, the way Dragon Dogma had their life bars is that it's a single life bar plus the orbs. So this was gonna be a long fight because I think it had 12 orbs. Every time life bar depletes, it takes one of the orbs and replenishes, so to speak. What happened was midway through the fight, he picked up one of the character that belonged to my friend. The name of the character was Revenge actually, which was an assassin, and I. It was only then did I remember that this particular dragon had the ability to control one of the pawns. So he picked up the high level assassin, whispered in his ear, and dropped it in front of me. It turned around, and I was scared. I had to run.
Yeah, I remember.
So imagine. So I'm gonna paint you the scenario. So so there's a little clearing there. There's on the edge of the clearing there are woods, and it goes downhill from there. So we were in the middle of the clearing, and then the assassin was dropped in front of me. I immediately turned around, ran for toward the forest, and this was a very fat character. It was very comical in the way he ran. And so being an assassin, the character had a ability to close distance almost instantly and do a mini omni slash. So
Mhm.
yeah, I died.
Yeah, I think I remember you telling me that. But
Yes.
but I thought you were gonna say that your worst multiplayer experience was me leaving you behind in Dead Space
Oh
3.
yeah.
Dead Space 3.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, it's up there, Leaf. It's up there, but not the worst. I have more examples, just so you know. Since Dennis, you and I play multiplayer a lot, what's your example? And please don't say it's me.
Yeah, technically one of my things were Fortnite.
Okay, that's not
Like,
me.
yeah, I technically tried to play Fortnite because my cousin was playing it, so I was like, okay, Fortnite, and then what are the controls? So it's the learning curve in Fortnite.
Mm-hmm.
So so after that, for me it was a really hard experience because I did not want to invest my time and effort to that because it's just because my cousin was playing. I will just try to hop in. So it didn't last that long, so I just dropped the game.
Leaf.
I think for me, probably was this game before. It's called Alods Online.
Okay.
Yeah. I guess it was the worst experience for me is because I had friends playing with me at that time, and I was already like we were all getting to max level, and then there was this update. But then this update caused a huge lag on the game, and then everybody quit, and so yeah, it was just not. I mean, I liked the game so much, but then they decided to crash the game, and
Oh, that's sad.
so it was not playable anymore. And
I'm not familiar. What did you say? Aeon?
Allods Online,
It
A
doesn't.
L L O D.
Something it reminds me of Cabal, something like that.
It is something. I think probably it's probably something like that. Okay, it's this MMO before that was popular in the US.
Ah, okay. It looked okay. It reminded me a lot of WoW.
Yeah, it does have that kind of graphics. And I really like their guild system because when you're part of a guild, you get to go on expeditions to other
Okay.
islands while riding on a floating ship, pirate ship sort of thing.
I don't know.
But
I This is the first time I've seen it, Bito. I'm well. I've been out of the multiplayer MMO space for a long time now. This is like 2010s, diba?
yeah, it was around that time.
Yeah, me, I just saw posters.
Oh look, there's puppies. Oh
It
wait,
was a
that's not a
cool
puppy. This is a
game.
character. Oh my god, it's so cute.
So you can play as a puppy.
Yeah.
I
It's
don't.
called a gibberlings.
I think those were pets, probably.
Is it? There's a
Yeah.
class. So this gibberling is a trickster.
Oh yeah, maybe they were. I already forgot. I played human, so I usually play human in games
Ah, dude, why do you want to be a human so much?
because I'm not human. I'm kidding. I don't know.
Another example for me happened in a zombie game. Zombie game called Dead Island. So Dead Island is this RPG, first person RPG, that has pop in and pop out co-op. So if you're online and playing, someone could just hop in and help you out, which in concept is actually very good, nice. But the character I was using was, I remember the name. It's called Logan, and his specialty is throwing knives. So I was like
Hmm.
a good chunk into the game. I've managed to craft, so you can craft items as well. I was able to craft a very powerful throwing knife with a lot of elemental damage. So someone jumped in. He actually helped me out in one of the story missions, which I had difficulty with. he tanked the enemy, and I kept throwing the throwing knives. Now there's a skill Logan has a skill that gives him at that time was 50% chance of the throwing knife returning to me immediately. So not all of them returns. So after the huge fight, what this guy did, what this motherfucker did, and I don't remember his name, I hate him so much, was he walked up to all of the zombies because he was the attack he was closest, picked up everything that I threw out, and logged off. Fucker! I was stuck in the middle of nowhere near
With
I was
nothing.
nowhere near a save point, had no weapons because the fucker took it. Ah!
That's why I don't go on multiplayer with random people.
Yes! I've been single player ever since, unless it's with friends. You guys
Well,
have
maybe not me.
you fucker. So a little history here, Dennis. We were playing Dead Space
Dead
3
Space 3, yeah.
together. It was really fun at some point because they have different perspectives. Because one of them is crazy, and that would be Leaf. So he kept saying, "Hey, look at this, look at this. I see nothing, Leaf. There's nothing there." And then he would have a cutscene while we were doing shit, and then he was like, "Oh, okay." And he was like, it really felt like you were talking to someone, you were playing with someone who was crazy because he was doing stuff that, and you don't see it, which was actually really fun. It was a great experience, but we got to this point where we were being chased down by regenerators, but I don't know the name, but they basically are a bitch to kill. Um, he didn't log off. We just stopped for the day, and he never came back. He played with someone else. He played with some American girl, but I forgot.
Yeah, I think so.
And then I was stuck there with no, very little ammo because we had to share. S- Stuck trying to kill things that are basically unkillable. So I stopped playing the game. Leave.
Yeah, but wasn't Dead Space 3 the worst game in the
Not the
series?
worst, but it was not Dead Space one.
Yeah,
Like,
it became an action game.
mm-mm.
Yeah, one of the games that I would really like to go back. Have you ever played the Dead Space in Android?
No, there is.
Yeah, it was removed right away.
Okay.
But
What?
it had promise.
Okay.
Was it part of the Dead Space universe, or it was just like
Well, it was like a side story of one.
uh
So, going back to Allods, I have a question for you guys. What type of character do you usually make?
In MMO?
Yes.
Dwarf.
I'm human most of the time. And
Oh,
for
are you talking about
class,
class?
No, race.
Okay, dwarf.
oh yeah, human. If
If
there's
it,
And
a human,
why?
there's also
if there's
human.
no dwarf, it's the shortest one. So in
Sure.
Final Fantasy 14, I was Lalafell. I tried to give him a thick beard, but apparently they don't do that.
If there was a character that was shorter than a dwarf,
A gnome.
no, would you pick it,
Um,
knowing that you had a choice of the dwarf?
I know. Because I know for a fact that there are people shorter than me. Those people will pick those characters.
Well, I mean, for me, I'm always human in the game because I mean everything else in the game is already a fantasy. So
You're boring, Leaf. You're boring.
what? I mean, it's I just want to be normal in the game. That's it. Because everything else is already superficial.
It's escapist fantasy. Leave, and you're not escaping.
Exactly.
Oh well, you're projecting. To be fair, which is also
Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
that is me. It's me.
Oh.
Yeah.
Maybe my
It's like
life
me
sucks more.
escaping in a fantasy world.
So maybe my life sucks worse than yours, Leaf. That I don't even want to be human anymore.
Well, technically, you picked dwarf because there was no short human.
Well, most of the time, yeah. But there are short humans, but you can't get them to be stocky. So it has to
Mm.
be a mixture of short, a little bit wide, and bearded.
Mm.
But if
For
there is
mine,
a
mostly
tall,
I'm like the
wide,
elf character or like cybernetic character. So, something a bit human. That something human, but something else.
I tried being elf once in an Elder Scrolls online.
and
But yeah, it just wasn't me. I just didn't feel like playing an
which
elf.
okay question? Which elf? There's three.
I'm not sure who it was.
Were you a wood elf? Were you a dark elf? Were you an high elf?
It was a wood elf.
Ah, okay, the short ones.
Yeah, the more closer to humans elf. I don't know.
Oh yeah, the wood elf would be that as well.
So yeah, it just I don't know. It just didn't feel right playing something not human
Is
to
there
me.
any more information on Elder Scrolls 6?
No, I'm not even sure it's in production right now.
The only thing that we got was a teaser of the place.
Yep.
Do we know the place though, or
There were rumors that it would just be like the gameplay would be like online, Elder Scrolls Online.
Um, from the trailer, it looked like it's gonna go back to Cyrodiil.
I mean the gameplay is like there's a lot of people like um you're the chosen one. The feeling but like you're the chosen one, but this guy is also the chosen one. That guy is also the chosen one. Everyone's the chosen one.
That's also that's an MMO problem right there, which is kind of why our group loved Final Fantasy 14, because you're not the chosen one. You're just some guy who works alongside the heroes of the world. You help them. Nakaduwa ba kag Final Fantasy 14, Leaf?
only for a bit when it was free to play, I guess.
Okay. So that's about it. For the people watching, what uh what what other interesting multiplayer experiences you had in the past? If you have anything to share, please leave it down in the comments. Until then, please like and subscribe. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.